Hello, my name is Zach Geiser, and my topic is mass incarceration. Mass incarceration is a measure of the amount of people that are incarcerated or thrown in jail in different locations. It is different for certain locations based on their population size and their community itself. Racial bias plays a big part in this. Mass incarceration is important because it gives the community or the person itself an understanding of how many people in their community are thrown in jail. My main research question was how it affects people in different locations negatively or positively. This is a graph of the top countries with the highest incarceration rates. As you can see, the United States is well up there by quite a bit, and it's almost 5 times the number 2 spot of the United Kingdom. Why we should care. The US especially should care since we have the highest in the world by not just a little, but a lot. Solutions to this. There's no real instant or easy way out of this. It's more of a gradual change in our society that we can make with just people committing less crimes and all that. But even if people hear this, it's not like they're just going to stop committing crimes, which is why this could take up to 100 years to really drop it down. How it relates to just mercy. This relates to just mercy because in our real world today, we have a big problem with the amount of people that are in prison. Whereas in the book, Brian is trying to help people prove their innocence and help them get them out of jail and reduce the number of people that are incarcerated or on death row. What I learned from this. I learned that the US has one of the highest incarceration rates in the entire world. I had no idea since I had never researched this before, but now that I researched it, I understand how big of a problem this is for us. Here's my short video.
Mass incarceration means that we've got a very high rate of incarceration historically, comparatively, and the other thing is the rate of incarceration is so high, so socially concentrated. We're no longer incarcerating the individual, but we're incarcerating whole social groups. The rate of incarceration now is about 5 times higher than it was historically. Historically, it was 100 per 100,000. Now it's about 500 per 100,000. If we look at prison, if we add jail to that, it's about 700 per 100,000. Nowhere in the world incarcerates as much as we do. We've seen extremely high rates of exposure to the criminal justice system for African American men with very low levels of schooling. So if we think about black men who were born in the late 1970s, who are growing up through the American prison boom of the 1980s and the 1990s, the chances that they're going to serve time in state or federal prison if they dropped out of high school is about 70%. So going to prison for that group of black men with very low levels of schooling, that's become a normal life event. And that's really only happened in the last 10 years. We're at this point now where there's about 1.2 million African American children with a parent who's incarcerated. That's about 1 in 9. The research shows that kids who experience parental incarceration have diminished school achievement, they have behavioral problems, depressive symptoms, acting out, and there's also evidence that these kinds of negative effects associated with parental incarceration are concentrated more among boys than among girls. And there's a very real risk here that incarceration becomes an inherited trait. The underlying issue is we've chosen prison as a way to respond to that problem of crime. And there are a whole variety of ways that we could have chosen to respond to that problem of crime. We've chosen the response of the deprivation of liberty. And we've chosen the response of the deprivation of liberty for a historically aggrieved group whose liberty in the United States was never firmly established to begin with.
Here's my works cited, and thank you for watching.